Ben Affleck, the acclaimed actor, director, and lifelong sports enthusiast, has long been synonymous with his fervent support for the Boston Red Sox, a passion that extends far beyond casual fandom into a core part of his identity. This dedication came to a head during the production of his 2014 thriller Gone Girl, where a seemingly minor wardrobe choice sparked a significant confrontation with the film's director, David Fincher. The issue? Affleck's character was scripted to wear a New York Yankees cap, a symbol of the Red Sox's arch-rivals. Affleck's outright refusal to don the hat led to a temporary halt in filming, highlighting the depths of his loyalty and the cultural significance of sports rivalries in American life. To unpack this story, it's crucial to revisit the context of Gone Girl. Based on Gillian Flynn's best-selling novel, the film follows Nick Dunn, played by Affleck, whose wife Amy Rosamund Pike mysteriously disappears, thrusting him into a media frenzy and suspicion. Fincher, known for meticulous direction in films like Fight Club and The Social Network, insisted on authenticity. Since Nick's backstory involved living in New York, a Yankees cap seemed fitting. However, for Affleck, a Boston native raised in the shadow of Fenway Park, wearing Yankees gear was non-negotiable. It wasn't just about personal preference, it was about potential backlash from Red Sox Nation, a fanbase notorious for its intensity and unforgiving nature toward perceived betrayals. Affleck later recounted the standoff with humor and resolve, emphasizing that he has no regrets about standing his ground. He explained to Fincher the cultural implications. "I just had to take time to explain to him why it was a bad idea." The disagreement escalated to what Affleck called a legitimate fight, the only major clash during the production. In a 2014 interview, he elaborated, "David, I love you, I would do anything for you, but I will not wear a Yankees hat. I just can't. I can't wear it because it's going to become a thing, David. I will never hear the end of it. I can't do it." He even joked about staging a one-man riot against the Yankees, underscoring the passion involved. The impasse required diplomacy, with back-and-forth negotiations akin to international talks. Affleck quipped it was very Switzerland, referring to the neutral compromise reached. Ultimately, they settled on a New York Mets cap, allowing production to resume without compromising Affleck's principles or the film's narrative integrity. The Mets, another New York team, provided a middle ground, avoiding the Yankees' direct rivalry with the Red Sox while maintaining the character's East Coast ties. This anecdote reveals much about Affleck's character. As a two-time Academy Award winner, for Good Will Hunting, Best Original Screenplay, and Argo, Best Picture, he's no stranger to creative battles. Yet this one was personal. Growing up in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Affleck's love for the Red Sox was forged in the fires of the team's historic Curse of the Bambino, broken dramatically in 2004. He's often seen at games, narrated documentaries about the team, and even incorporated Boston elements into films like The Town. The Yankees-Red Sox rivalry, dating back to 1919's Babe Ruth trade, is one of sport's most heated, symbolizing regional pride and historical grudges. Fincher, a California native, might not have fully grasped this intensity initially, but the standoff humanized the filmmaking process. It shows how actors bring their authentic selves to roles, sometimes clashing with directorial vision. In retrospect, Affleck's insistence added authenticity to his portrayal, as Nick Dunn's complexities mirrored Affleck's own multifaceted life, balancing fame, family, and personal convictions. Years later, Affleck reaffirms his position, stating he has no regrets. This reflection comes amid his diverse career trajectory. Post-Gone Girl, he directed Live by Night, starred in DC's Batman films and won praise for The Way Back. Personally, he's navigated high-profile relationships, sobriety challenges, and philanthropy through the Eastern Congo Initiative. His loyalty to the Red Sox parallels his commitment to causes, showing a man who values integrity. The compromise on the Mets cap also highlights creative problem-solving in Hollywood. The Mets, with their own storied history including the 1969 Miracle Mets, offered a neutral alternative. It didn't detract from the film's success. Gone Girl grossed over $369 million and earned critical acclaim, with Pike's Oscar nomination. In broader terms, this story illustrates how sports fandom intersects with entertainment. Celebrities like Affleck amplify team loyalties, influencing public perception. It also underscores rivalry's emotional weight. Fans might have indeed revolted if Affleck wore Yankees gear, given social media's amplification. Affleck's no-regrets stance is empowering, encouraging others to uphold personal boundaries. As he continues projects like directing Air, or potential Batman Returns, This episode remains a charming footnote in his legacy, a reminder that even in make-believe some loyalties are real.